The invitations have been answered. The announcements have been made. And now, here we are. The main event. I would like to welcome you to the 12 Titans, a Rocket League tournament different than any other before it. Here we will have the opportunity to watch the best players on Earth competing head-to-head for the chance to become the last Titan standing. The entire tournament will consist of 11 matches. If any of the Titans lose a single match, their journey comes to an end. The first round will be known as the Pit. It will consist of 4 matches and will be anything but fun. Those who do not make it out of the pit will be the first to go. The ones who do make it out will have very little to celebrate. On their way out of the pit, they will be kindly greeted by the gatekeepers. These are the 4 most elite Titans. Their history and stature sets them apart from the other 8. The winners of that round will then move on to the final 4, and then lastly, the final match. This journey ahead is long for each of the Titans, but in the end, one will have demonstrated something of greatness. I will check in with you as we travel, but now is the time for me to fade into the background as the Titans begin their matches. We go now to the location of the pit, where 2 of the Titans are ready to face off. Urban Central, an enclosed location with no crowd to boast of. 8 Titans will play here, but only 4 will exit. Here we have Deevo. He has been surging through the 1v1 arenas as of late, and is perhaps one of the most dangerous weapons entering this tournament. His opponent is Turbo, a threat that has been around for some time. He regularly dwells in the top of the global leaderboards, and is no stranger to the world stage.
We are here for the first round on Urban Central Night, Turbopolsa versus Deevo. Johnny Boy, how do these 2 match up stylistically?
Well, Deevo definitely coming into this match as a favorite. Turbo, a last-minute replacement for the more popular player Marky Duda, who could not play, but Turbo, definitely a solid player in his own right. I'll be looking forward to see how his defensive style matches up against offensive Deevo.
We're saying automatically start this matchup off, no feeling out process. If they lose, they are gone from this tournament as a shot comes in, put too high over the top of the net, and Deevo has got away with that.
First shot of the game does go to Turbo, and he does a great job on defense to deny Deevo his first shot. So both players, good defense to start things off. Deevo, though, could not save Turbo's shot. He's very lucky he got away with it. Oh, he will get a goal, though. Somehow forces it underneath Turbo.
We've just seen from Deevo, very smart play there, puts the ball up high, gets it so it's a bouncing dribble, forcing Turbopolsa to think that he's going to go and try and put it over the top of him. Instead, puts it down low, and forcing that jump from Turbopolsa was a mistake.
That's so dangerous now for Turbo. He's got to be thinking about that low 50-50 as the game progresses, and this is the only game he's got, but he does the same thing to Deevo. What are we seeing here?
What a receipt to put onto the end of that one. Turbopolsa just forces that one past, puts that one in towards Deevo, and gets the second touch. Deevo cannot get anything after that, and Turbopolsa wins with a 2-touch play.
Incredibly passive defending coming out of these guys. I can't believe that they're just backing off this much. Not what we're used to seeing from them. And this is the final 4 minutes of one of these guys' tournament lives. It's so weird to be saying that, but this is the case. Best of 1. We've never seen anything like this in the history of Rocket League. Who is going to take it? Who's going to clutch it? Who can perform when they need to the most?
Certainly it's very weird to have yourself 1 minute into a tournament, and for one of these players, they're already 20% done. They are going to be out after this matchup as we see the chase down. Deevo tries to recover, and he's done so.
I can't believe that play by Turbo. The aggression to go for the bump on the back wall of Deevo. He nearly got the goal as well. So close in the recovery, but Deevo's on the ball. Deevo's got the boost. Turbo with the save, though.
Yeah, Deevo just going for the exact same play he did last time. Trying to put it underneath Turbo.
Oh, the chip!
No, it down that time and just put up high. Deevo out of position there.
And Turbo is really coming out hot here. Deevo out of position, trips on the goalpost. He couldn't get the save because his elevation got completely thwarted by the wall. Turbo 2-1, 3 minutes 25 on the clock. Deevo's got some work to do.
Yeah, plenty of time to go though in this matchup. Loads of goals that can be scored, especially off kickoffs, but nothing to come from there. Now they're going to be playing the boost game this one as we see more bounce dribbles. Goes Turbo! Going to hit the crossbar though, but he's got time before Deevo gets back. Deevo scrambles himself to clear that one away.
How did he make it back in time? I thought for sure Turbo had a goal when he got the ball past Deevo. Deevo's got another win on the 50-50. Third goal of this sort in the game.
Just every single time they go for this, the players are not trying to play it past their opponent. Instead, waiting for the person to try and chase down the ball and blocking the attempted clear. We've seen it work 3 times now in this match.
All tied up though. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Turbo probably surprising a lot of people with this performance. Deevo will definitely be the favorite coming into this one. Look at that, the boost miss coming out from Turbo. You've got to look out for that at the back. Of course, we are on the Urban Central. What? Deevo with the sickest air double. Turbo with the recovery save though.
Those air dribbles are so dangerous because they're so hard to react to. You have to think that the ball can drop at any moment. And now Deevo going to try and chase this one down. It's going to be a game of speed here. So Deevo didn't get that one onto contact. Onto target, but Turbopolsa, how much boost does he have left? He played around with, and Turbopolsa just chases that one down.
Oh, no way! The own goal by Deevo! What are we seeing right now? I don't think I've ever seen Deevo misplay so hard. That is unreal. Own goal from the halfway line by Deevo. Half the game gone and he's a goal down against the Swede. I don't believe what we're seeing here, Shogun. Deevo choking it. He's got time to recover though. He's got to get his act together. It's now or never.
Well, you just said the word there, choking it. This is such a mental game here. One game is all you have to lose to be out of this tournament. Lovely stop there from Turbopolsa. But mistakes like that will play on you because they should not be happening. And you'll be thinking to yourself, why did I just make that mistake? You can't afford to linger.
Oh, Deevo underneath the ball. He had so much space to work with, but he just completely misses on the bounce dribble. Control definitely off for the Englishman right now. Turbo on the breakaway. Has he got the speed? Yes, he has. Deevo can't get the post bench for the save. 2 goals the difference.
Just seems like Deevo's struggling around with these distances. Gave Turbopolsa too much space, and Turbo immediately latched onto that. He saw the line towards the goal and just immediately pounced on it and shot it all the way from coast to coast.
And now Deevo, in a normal series, would have time to come back, time to rally himself. But right now, he has not got any time to spare. Under 2 minutes and he needs 2 goals. He has not been converting on most of his attacks. Turbopolsa, a solid defender on his day. Can he hold on to this lead? He doesn't even need to aggress anymore. He's got the 2-goal cushion. This has got to feel comfortable for him at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly going to be interesting though, to see how Turbo responds to his lead. He's going to put this in for a 3-goal lead now. Not resting, not allowing Deevo to come towards him because you don't want Deevo coming towards you. Instead, gets himself a better cushion.
And this is a ridiculously one-sided game all of a sudden. 1 minute 36 on the clock. Turbopolsa, if he concedes 3 goals, will definitely feel like he's thrown this game away. Deevo has got a ridiculous amount of work to do, but oh, that's a good start. Phenomenal kickoff. Deevo underneath the crossbar, back within 2.
Finally breaking that streak, that run of bad play that started from the original mistake from Deevo where he put it into his own net. Finally gets himself a goal. Hopefully that'll be a mental reset for him because he has now got 90 seconds to get 2 more goals.
And he has done this so many times before. We have seen Deevo make the sickest of comebacks in his Rocket League career, but this, more than ever, he needs to step up. That's a decent play to get the ball center, but Turbo is quick in the recovery as always. Half flip from Deevo to try and keep the pressure on, and the bump, and he's got the boost steal. Great securing of possession for Deevo, dribbling it back into his own corner as he's so comfortable doing.
You're going to see Deevo become more and more aggressive as time ticks away, especially with the 2-goal deficit, because if we can get down to 30 seconds, which we are not going to. 1 goal between it, and Turbo has now got to survive for a minute.
Oh, and we just see Turbo. He took 2 ticks to get that boost in the corner. The urban central boost positioning, throwing him off in the back corner. You gotta watch out for that. 1 goal the difference, over a minute to find it if you are a Deevo fan. Turbo wins the kickoff though, he's not done yet.
And that is so huge. Now Deevo has got time to play around. He doesn't have to aggress too much and immediately gets towards that ball early. Can he go for the Doomsday dish off to the side?
He's off!
Goes for the jump, misses the ball, however, and Turbopolsa will happily clear that away.
This is actually an open net. Can Deevo make it back in time? Yes, he can. Trying to control the ball, take the possession into his own favor. Turbo's in a rough spot here. Deevo gets it past him! Another misplay by Turbo. The game is tied up.
Turbo did not look behind him before playing that one. Instead, hoped that Deevo was not around. Hoped that he could just flick that one over the top. But Deevo, he played it to the side, and Turbopolsa did not get the contact he wanted. No lift on his potential shot.
Final 37 seconds, I don't believe, at the end of somebody's tournament right now. And we will have one other player moving on to round 2. And Deevo is now the favorite. Half a minute to go, and he's got the lead.
This is the mentality coming in yet again. Turbo has relaxed his playstyle very slightly, whilst Deevo upped it to 6th gear and has now taken so many goals without being answered upon by Turbopolsa.
6th gear and a 6th goal for Deevo. Turbo. He's got to wonder what happened to the 3-goal lead. He's got to completely change his playstyle now. Find some aggression because counter-attacking a Deevo who has an advantage is not going to work. Aerial shot by Deevo will get saved. Surprised to see Deevo shooting actually with the ball in his possession and the lead under his control. Turbo now on the ball. Trying to work the ball up high, trying to get Deevo to come forward, but Deevo, patience at the last few seconds. Dribble to the side, he doesn't even need that to go in. He's got the ball under his control, this is all Deevo needs. Can he hold on? Final seconds, Turbopolsa's tournament life on the line. It's gonna go up the wall, 0 seconds. Turbo has a job to do. He's gonna drop it, Deevo takes game 1. And he moves on to round 2.
An impressive performance by Deevo, but this is only the beginning. Time for the next match. This is Dappur. He has made a name for himself without the help of others. He regularly sits at the highest places of the 1 vs 1 leaderboard. This is his comfort zone. Lachinio, a former world champion, full of raw talent and aggression. To play against him is to play against an onslaught. His speed is your enemy.
We are here with Lachinio versus Dappur. Lachinio on the blue side representing the good old Canada. Dappur on the orange side representing USA.
Yeah, we got an All-American matchup here. The only All-American matchup in round 1. The winner will be moving on to face Kronovi, so a guaranteed All-American matchup in the Gatekeeper round, which also means guaranteed American in the semi-finals. Feels good, man.
Feels good, man, indeed. Early pressure coming out from both these players with the missed ball. Allow him to try and wait for the boost to come back up. Here comes Lachinio, though. Early challenge onto that one, but he cannot respond immediately for rebounds.
That's a good delay on that flip by Dappur. Waiting for the ball to go past him, making sure that he can get the ball up high into the air, give himself time to recover, but Lachinio still on the ball. Going for more delayed flicks. He can't get Dappur to commit early off his line like he wanted to.
No, just going to take this one early. Tries to get on top of the car. Waits a long time, but Lachinio times his back jump very well. Getting his car in the way.
What a play.
Wow. Takes it around Lachinio into the net.
It's Dappur mixing it up here. He fakes to go up the wall. Lachinio tries to get the block, but Dappur's already passed him on the inside. 1-0. Almost a minute gone, actually. So we're 20% through the game. We're trying to remind ourselves this game is a best of 1. The winner of this moves on. The loser will be out. Tournament life on the line for Lachinio. Can he recover from the deficit?
And really, in this sort of situation, what do we do? Mentally, although the bouncing dribble is going to come through, takes his time. Can he get back in time here? Lachinio tries to force that through, but Dapper's got himself back.
So many low 50-50s and low bounce dribbles happening right now. Nobody wants to commit too hard to get dunked on early. Oh, and Lachinio's got faked out. Misses on the challenge. He's all over the place. Dapper capitalizing, doubles his advantage.
Certainly does. Dapper just making use of the angles that he's got available. Lachinio, not a very good attempt at trying to challenge the ball there,
He's
but
got a
Dapper,
sore nose after that one. He just smashed his face off the wall.
2-0, just over a minute gone in this matchup. Plenty of time to go as Lachinio might try and get this off the kickoff, but he's not
thought about
able to. Could have probably got it as well. Dapper did not get the hit onto the ball, and that was played wise. Dapper tries to chase that one down.
Where's Dapper?
What? Hey, we've got in a circle for a goal.
Oh, the mid boost is still there. Dapper must have missed it off screen. Lachinio will say thank you very much. I'll have your lead in a heartbeat if you keep missing boosts like that, my friend. Dapper must... We're starting to see people missing boosts on this map in particular. I wonder if it's the Urban Knight. He didn't bring his night vision with him.
Not enough vision at all, just always looking around. Lachinio plays that one off the side, but the boost has been picked up. Lachinio tries to keep his distance, comes in! And this is really scary at this point because every time Lachinio has committed to take the ball away, he's getting beat.
Dapper gets such height on that flick. Look at that ball arc. He just leans forward into it and then flicks at the perfect moment to get the ball perfectly over his opponent. Really great play by Dapper, just knowing when Lachinio was moving forward. He didn't even have to see it. The ball obscured his vision. He just felt Lachinio's presence. And now Lachinio is going to need to work very hard to get this goalie back. He didn't get the boost. Dapper's taking it. Lachinio's going to stay on the ball though. Great aggression from him right now.
Yeah, we also saw Dapper try and get underneath Lachinio just to upend the car. And still the extra boost, still in control though. Pressure is on in that final third. Lachinio commits to the air, but still has the boost to get himself back down. Although this can go coast to coast for the goal.
Dapper 4-1, punishing Lachinio for this overextension. Lachinio thought Dapper was coming off the goal line. He popped it over an invisible opponent, and Dapper just comes in late, says thank you very much. 4-1, still a lot of time left, but Lachinio, the last game of his tournament life, if he loses, will he be able to bring this one back? We have seen comebacks like this before in Rocket League. 1v1 especially is a place where goals can come firing in. But oh, Dapper keeps popping it so well. This is causing problems for Lachinio for sure.
Oh, this is just not going well at all. Lachinio seems that as soon as he makes one mistake, he tries to fix it as quickly as possible and ends up making more mistakes in a cavalcade of failure and just can't get it back. And a huge goal lead now has opened up.
Yeah, mechanical misplay from Lach. He didn't power slide long enough, and Dapper is absolutely on fire right now. He's taking every opportunity Lachinio's giving him. Oh, he thought about going for a kickoff goal right there. Lachinio has done a really good circuit though, picked up all the small boost pads. He's actually loaded up, despite the fact he didn't go for corner boost. Doesn't matter. Dapper can't keep his long shot out.
Sometimes when you're down, you just have to look at the ball, look at the goal, and say, you know what, I'm going to lever this one. It's exactly what Lachinio does, and he's giving himself some hope in this matchup.
Yeah, he just throws a question towards Dapper's net right there. Dapper couldn't answer this time. It's still 3-goal cushion. That is the advantage of Dapper, you know, continuing to aggress despite his advantage. And these flicks are taking Lachinio out of the game so consistently.
It's not going to be very well hit either. Very high up, and Dapper gets that one into the corner. It's going to waste a little bit more time. 3 goals. The deficit between Lachinio and Dapper now as we head into the final 2 minutes.
Oh, Dapper's taking Lachinio's boost. Lachinio will not be happy right now. And more than anyone else in the world, Lachinio loves his boost. He will not be feeling very comfortable. I've seen them play a no boost show match before, and Dapper completely rinsed Lachinio in that one. Lachinio's got his boost back, pops it high. This time Dapper's on the wall. He's more than ready for that one. Inside the final 2 minutes, Lachinio loves the no-look blocks. He's done it again, but Dapper continues to pressure the ball. Bump from Lachinio. Can he get the... Oh, the revenge bump! He couldn't get the open net shot. Dapper recovered and got the revenge. I can't believe it.
Dapper got hit in the face and he immediately returns fire, but cannot do anything about that. It was a messy goal, it was a dirty goal, but it was an essential goal at the same time for Lachinio.
The second in a row, he's got a little bit of momentum on his side now. Dapper needs to try and steady this out. He doesn't want to give Lachinio any more advantages, because Lachinio, if he gets one more goal, will suddenly be full of confidence. And he's doing well in the kickoffs, gets it past Dapper. Where's the ball gonna bounce? It's going pretty far. Lachinio again with the no-look flick, but he can't get it on net. Dapper recovers, thankfully, in time for him. But he is still struggling. His low and boost is Dapper.
Really dangerous right now for Dapper. He's got himself some boost eventually, but he's committing a lot to this. If Lachinio wins even one of those 50-50s, he's going to be through on net.
Final minute.
We're going to see the ball bouncing off the side. Goes for the bump on Lachinio, but Lachinio with the eventual save. Dapper has to try and cling back. He keeps taking little looks towards that ball to see where it is, but does he see Lachinio? Doesn't matter. Gets himself up to that ball nice and quickly. Still wasting time, and Lachinio has not slowed down at all in these last 20 seconds. As fast as he can possibly go. Save there.
Great jump save from Dapper. He's staying so consistent in the final 30 seconds. But now, as we move into the actual last moments of the game, Lachinio's tournament life on the line. Can he find 2 chances? Can he find 2 goals? Dapper does not want to give him either.
Here's Lachinio. He's put that one onto net. This is a 1-goal game now. 19 seconds remaining.
Look at the setup. Off the ceiling comes Lachinio, and a great recovery to just control himself. He didn't rush that one. He knew he had the time. Found the open net. It is so easy to miss those, especially in a high-pressure situation. Lachinio stays consistent.
He has done, but he now needs to try and find a way of rushing this one.
Power shot.
Almost managed to squeeze that past the Dapper defense.
Oh, Dapper's got a heavy touch. Lachinio rushes in. He's got the open net. Gets the equalizer. 5-5. Lachinio has actually closed the 4-goal deficit.
He certainly has. Rocket League can certainly be a game based on momentum when it comes to the players. Lachinio, 4 goals in a row, has completely shut this lead down, and the next goal will certainly win it.
Will we see a regulation goal, or will this go to OT? Dapper on the ball. He's got the boost. Lachinio doesn't give up the pressure, though. He stays with it. One more chance. The ball is going to stay in the air. Dapper lets it roll up the wall. Lachinio shadowing. Dapper tries to go around him. Lachinio says no. The ball's actually still in the air. Finally grounds itself. Overtime.
This is huge. The winner of this will play Kronovi in the Gatekeepers round. But first of all, you have to find that goal. Can he get that through? No, not enough boost on Dapper as Lachinio is going to try and starve him out.
Lachinio's going to let it come down. I love the patience. Oh, he accidentally kills the bounce. Wins the 50-50. It's an absolute monster of a bounce, though, going wild over the goal. Dapper is back inside. This time, he gets it over the top of his opponent. These guys are trying everything right now, but Dapper's on the ball. Misses the backflip. Lachinio somehow recovers for the save. That is not what either of these players would have expected, I guarantee you. Can Lachinio get this save? What a save! Lachinio is actually Manuel Neuer right now.
Well, he's got so much boost that he gets himself over
No
that
way!
ball. Can it
You're
drop?
kidding me!
It will drop, but not soon enough. And the bounce is going to come through. Dapper needs to get himself up. Lovely save from him. But here's Lachinio with the boost steal. He's going to get that one towards the middle. Oh no, chooses to
Past
turn it
Dapper.
around. And it's past Dapper.
Air roll shot. He gets the angle. Lachinio will take this. I can't believe he got this comeback. Lachinio, what mental fortitude to take down Dapper in round 1. Oh my goodness, what a game. Almost a minute into overtime. Lachinio clutches it and moves on to round 2 to face Kronovi.
Five unanswered goals. Lachinio has just demonstrated the power of mental toughness in a game that should be remembered. However, now is not the time to dwell on it. On to the next match. Something different has happened here. One of the 12 has forfeited his match, leaving the other, known as Maestro, with a free pass to the next round. A nice gift indeed. But will he take advantage of it? We will find out soon enough. It is time for the final match of this round. JHZER, an artist of the air and a recent World Championship title. He is well known for his freestyling abilities. However, his skill as a competitor is often overlooked. Underestimating him would not be wise. SquishyMuffinz. Do not let the name fool you. There is not a more fierce or high-powered attacker than this. He has always been comfortable in the ones arena.
The sun has set on Urban as we are now going to see The battle between Finland and America. JHZER versus SquishyMuffinz.
Two men fabled for their spin eagles, but somebody's about to spin out of this tournament. And we're going to see who is more solid on the ground. I'm not expecting to see too many aerials, but maybe a couple of goals. Oh, JHZER straight away gets slammed by this ground shot.
Just no reaction from JHZER until Squishy takes his time, recognizes JHZER isn't coming towards him, and smashes that one towards the net, straight down the middle, almost over the top of JHZER.
Yeah, he almost got JHZER reversing there. He was like caught in two minds whether to back up and flip into the ball or just to shadow, but it was so close. JHZER does not want to let Squishy get that close because although, like I said, he's famous for his aerial play, this guy really knows how to slam a ground shot.
High, but Squishy tries to counter that one away. JHZER will not have time to breathe throughout this series as he tries to get that one over to the side, just to give him some reprieve to get some boost. Now up high, but JHZER yet again not doing great in these aerial challenges.
Squishy just got slammed. It was unfortunate. As soon as he hit the ball away, they placed him in the firing line for the Merc, and that's a vehicle you don't want to get in the way of. JHZER with the double pop gets it past Squishy for the equalizer.
Great play there by JHZER. Squishy gives him a lot of room and just gets the ball up once and then takes it behind Squishy with that second touch using the back of the Merc.
What a play. JHZER ties it up. He's definitely not messing around. Squishy's got to look out for that one. The dribble play is coming out of the fin. Will he be able to finish strong? Oh, the bump and the boost. Still JHZER bringing the savagery to Urban Knight.
Yeah, usually we see a lot of finesse from JHZER in his videos, but now we're seeing the brutal side. That ball gets played up to the side. Here's JHZER throwing himself back. Squishy is just
Squishy on the
taking
dribble.
it around him. Beautiful play.
Oh, what great control out of SquishyMuffinz. Not only does he get the ball past JHZER, but he casually takes it back into his stride, just dribbling it straight into the open net. Didn't even put an extra touch in it. He's just going to let it roll in there slowly. Just over a minute of the game, JHZER's looking like he's in the game, but Squishy, definitely the favorite here for the USA, got the lead, and I think all of the SquishyMuffin fans around the world are going to be feeling pretty good right now.
It's a sign. I think Squishy tried to challenge that one. We saw him at the corner of the screen.
Oh, JHZER's going
All
up.
up the side. Oh, now you can immediately tell what this tournament means. Not even an attempt there from JHZER, but a shot on target. Squishy basically passed it out to him.
That is a great shot from JHZER. And like you said, he didn't go off the wall here. He could have jumped, but he stayed solid. And look at that top corner shot. Squishy just gave him way too much space. JHZER capitalizes 2-all. Another close game here in the League of Rockets 12 Titans tournament. Only one of these players will move on to the round of 8 to face up against Pashi. Who's it going to be? 3 minutes 33 seconds to find out, and JHZER takes the lead.
We have got JHZER on a Merc in the 12 Titans, 3 goals to 2 up. I can only imagine that somewhere in the world, James Bott is making a noise similar to a small child seeing a Pop-Tart.
And that is a noise I definitely want to hear. I didn't know that I wanted to hear that, but now I do, so thank you, Shogun. Oh, the fake kickoff. JHZER completely mind games Squishy out of this possession play, and he's just going to launch the ball high up again. He's sticking to the ground right now. I'm loving this from JHZER. He must be using a ton of medication to fight his urge to jump up in the air for everything, but oh no, he could have gone up a little bit higher for that one. What on earth is that?
Are we seeing a potential flaw in JHZER's gameplay? Because this is the second time he's been caught by the exact same thing.
So close.
Squishy is just bouncing the ball out and levering a shot towards the net, and JHZER both times has not been able to react.
Yeah, this is a combination of nerves and just the great ground shooting ability of the SquishyMuffin, man. This is just great play. Oh, the half flip, just so casual from Squishy to get back in position. JHZER knew there was no point of even aggressing that ball. And hey, we've seen this before. Hook shot from the side to the back post. JHZER this time will get the save.
Yeah, definitely was in a much better position to react that time, facing towards the ball. Here comes another shot, though, and JHZER could not get to that one.
That is a boomer, ladies and gentlemen. JHZER out of boost on the goal line. Squishy slams it right underneath the crossbar. He can't get up in time, can JHZER, and Squishy's taking the lead. A very swingy game right here. If the current storyline is going to continue, we're about to see 2 goals from JHZER, but who knows? We've had 7 goals, sorry, not 9 goals. Let me just do my math with a calculator next time. Squishy currently in the lead. Fake jump. He's getting close to JHZER. Oh, he's done him!
Goodness, what a great play there by SquishyMuffinz.
That is outrageous from Squishy. Fakes a pop. Backflips away from the second pop, and JHZER's flailing. What a play by Squishy, completely getting inside the head of JHZER. That is the best goal I've seen in this game. Unbelievable stuff from the young American.
SquishyMuffinz just made JHZER dance with that particular play. They're now up onto the sidewalk. JHZER has to get rid of that one. 2 goals is the difference. The long shot comes in and JHZER is going to sneak that one past.
That's a clinical counter-attack from JHZER. He is not shaken by that goal from Squishy. He is right back in the game. And we're within 1 goal of each other once more. Squishy still with the small advantage, but more than half the game to go. This game has had so many goals. 9 in the first 2 minutes and 26 seconds. How many more are we going to see here?
Defense is not an option for either of these players right now. Just keep scoring, and eventually you will win. Ball now up onto the sidewall. JHZER trying to challenge to that. And this is becoming a more and more consistent thing. The person that challenges is not quite looking out for the fact that whoever is waiting is just going to have the ball bounce off them.
Squishy did really well there. He timed his approach on the ball so perfectly. Just right as JHZER flipped, he was in that position already to touch it right over the top of his opponent, getting the immediate dunk. JHZER down by 2 again. Squishy, I wonder, are we going to see more Maestro getting grind shots? It's been working wonderfully so far this series.
It seems like JHZER is not quite used to the positioning needed for this. Squishy is getting so much room to play around in, and playing he will. He goes underneath JHZER!
What a play. Squishy is having success with everything he touches. This time he fakes the air dribble up high. We've seen him do this so many times in his montages, but JHZER clearly has been watching too many because he thought Squishy was going to take that right underneath the crossbar. He goes to the floor. He's been faked out twice by this move, and now he's got a huge task ahead of him. 3 goals to come back against Squishy, and 2 minutes to do it in.
Certainly isn't looking from this type of game. There's going to be even more goals on top of that. Just needs to try and outscore Squishy. This bounce dribble is going to come up yet again, and JHZER is offering him so much room, but a great challenge.
Squishy can't get back in time. He's looking to get that one off his own post, but he gets punished. He's trying to style a little bit too hard. JHZER says, no, get that ball out of my half and into your net, my friend. It's 7-5, the highest scoring game of the day so far. Unbelievable stuff out of Squishy and JHZER. There's been no defense, but that's probably the best thing that we're enjoying about this game. It's like 2 heavyweights just slugging it out, and neither of them know how to block a punch.
Yeah, one of them will fall eventually, but we're just going to enjoy the ride until one of them does. JHZER trying to find his way past. Squishy just takes his time to try and get it over the top as JHZER committed early, and that is going to open up enough of a gap.
Oh, it's missed!
SquishyMuffinz has missed a sitter.
That's a huge let-off for JHZER. He should, by all rights, be down by 3 right now, but he will be very glad that he's not. He needs all the luck he can get. So Squishy's playing this really dirty. I love it. He knows that this game is the only game that they're going to play against each other, and he's wasting all the time. The clock is on his side. Another shot, this time JHZER with the save. The grind shots continue to be venomous from SquishyMuffinz.
Looks like JHZER's now figured out that he's conceded against 2 of those, and now he's saved the last 2. But Squishy is just constantly getting space, hits the crossbar. Now it's a rush, and neither of them really end up winning that. They both fall flat on their face, but...
Final minute, JHZER with the ball. Squishy had a boost. Mind game by JHZER, he gets it in at the far post. Unbelievable. We're within 1, 43 seconds to go.
Didn't even look at Squishy. He just kept circling himself around, and eventually decides, you know what, I'm going to turn this in right now. Great mind game there from JHZER. 1 goal separates the 2 players.
And if you're Squishy, that's got to be the worst way to concede at this point. JHZER with all the momentum right now. Squishy holding on for dear life, but JHZER's coming at him again with the equalizer. 34 seconds on the clock. We're all tied up.
SquishyMuffinz was just like a deer in headlights just then. Just saw the ball. He was landed pretty well, but didn't turn himself around until it was far too late.
Great placement. JHZER sticking it right behind Squishy. He knew that there was no way Squishy could cover that post after committing into the center of the goal. Who is going to take the lead here? We got a long time left, and it looks like the boost is going to go to JHZER, or he would not be sticking it right in this position. That's a great placement right above Squishy. Squishy deals with it so well. What a touch to keep that ball under his control.
We are now running out of time at a very rapid rate. JHZER has to play this one smart. Squishy's
this is so awkward for him.
That was actually very smart that he saw SquishyMuffinz go for his boost on the inside. But here's the shot onto target. JHZER isn't there.
That's great play by Squishy. Gets the challenge. Knows he's got the time to control this ball before taking the rush shot. He waits for it to come to him. Fires it on net with speed. And that is his lead back in his own hands. 10 seconds to go. Can JHZER equalize?
It'll be absolutely So he gets it immediately. Oh, he's tried to fake it, but
Didn't work.
Squishy sees it and just goes, I'm keeping this ball.
Well played by Squishy. JHZER's tried that twice now. But Squishy's off the wall. He's missed it. JHZER with an open net shot. Squishy's not going to be able to get this ball anywhere away from him. And now we're on 0 seconds. JHZER trying to keep it up, but he can't do it. JHZER fails to equalize on 0 seconds. Squishy wastes the time, and well played. GG's. Squishy moves on to face Pashy.
A great match and a great fight by JHZER. However, Squishy's high-powered attacks have earned him a ticket to the next round, which happens to be next on our schedule. The Gatekeepers. The 4 greatest titans who guard the way to the finals. Will they be the ones who make up the final 4? Or will the original 8 break through? We go now to the location of the first gatekeeper. Manfield, a much larger arena than the first, and home of one of the gatekeepers. Here we have Maestro, a force to be reckoned with in recent times as he lingers at the top of several leaderboards. Will he take advantage of the free pass he has been given?
With a nice big smile, okay?
It's hard to imagine, considering his opponent heralds a reputation that has been formed almost entirely around his domination of the Ones arena. This gatekeeper is the king of Ones himself, ScrubKilla.
It is now time for the young gatekeeper himself, the potential favourite to win the entire tournament, ScrubKilla, to take on the Great Dane himself, Maestro, in the second round match. Oh wow, what a start to this as well.
Yeah, great start for the Great Dane. Maestro, a player who has given ScrubKilla trouble in the past in stream show matches, gets a phenomenal start to the game. Kickoff goal against one of the most feared kickoffs in the world, ScrubKilla, the youngster. He's here, and like you said, the tournament favorite in most people's eyes, but this is not going to be a walk for him. Maestro is a phenomenal Ones player in his own right.
Played up high earlier on, and now we're going to be able to see how ScrubKilla can do. Now he's got out of the kickoff. He did not expect to concede against Maestro. Long clearance away there. We're going to see roughly what type of offense ScrubKilla will employ in the earlier goings of this matchup.
Oh, that's a great challenge. He's going to get an open net opportunity. Will he take it? Yes, he will. Secures the open net, and that is a good sign for Scrub. It looks like his nerves are not here just yet, and the start of the game will be leveled up. 30 seconds in, we're all tied at 1-1.
And it really is one of those cases of ScrubKilla is the most consistent 1v1 player in the world, but how well can he play when the pressure is turned up?
Oh, he's missed the power
seems
shot.
to be, if we see more of that, not really very well.
Yeah, Scrub will definitely be very nervous right now. He's told me before that he does get extremely nervous when it is all on the line. His hands will be shaking, palms are sweaty, mum's spaghetti, but so far he's doing just fine. He's staying very grounded, which is pretty normal in a best of one situation. And my goodness, Maestro panicking right there. Thought maybe Scrub was up for that aerial.
Scrub's now trying to pick that one up. Goes for the long clearance. Going to see what Maestro does to respond. Steals the boost away.
Oh, Maestro starved.
Maestro
He's completely starved.
Something with this though. He's got some side boost and takes that one past
Oh!
ScrubKilla. Scrub got overconfident, but he's going to get away with it as he hits the post.
Yeah, gotta look out. Even a low boost Maestro is a threat, and he's got the win back in his favor. 2-1. Maestro takes the lead. Scrub was not able to get a dunk on that air dribble off the back wall. Oh my goodness, Maestro, even though he was completely starved out of boost, so smart to stay close to the ball right there.
Yeah, just took his time, waiting to see if a gap would open, and as soon as it did, pounced, stole boost, and completely took over the play.
ScrubKilla is going to take an advantage off the back of this kickoff, but he is still down, and he's got to be wondering, oh no, what if I lose in my first match in this tournament? These sorts of thoughts are going to creep in his head. Oh, Maestro, looking for the demo, doesn't get it, and that's actually going to work against him. So close to the demo, but so far, and Scrub with another tie game.
See Maestro try and time that jump just in time to try and intercept ScrubKiller's jump forward to take the shot. Just took it a bit too early, and Scrub makes it 2-2.
This is another close game. Just like all of our round 1 games, every tournament game in this tournament so far has just worked out to be an absolute monster. Oh, Maestro goes to the boost steal over the ball control. It's going to work in his favor though, because now he has both. Scrub barely recovers in time at the near post. Maestro is piling on the pressure right now.
Yeah, Scrub sees the net and just immediately pounces towards it to try and get himself in front of the goal. And in front of the ball that was rolling towards it. Now Scrub gets himself up high. Maestro did not commit. That was so dangerous if he did. And now he's went into 2 minds about that one.
Oh, Scrub's going for the boost!
And Scrub tried to go for the boost, and that has not worked out.
Maestro ghost to ghost with the win again over Scrub. I can't believe the Scrub is prioritizing the boost so highly. He's definitely fearful of a boost to full Maestro, but Maestro says, I don't even need that, you can have it, I'm just going to take a goal, thank you very much.
Well, the problem with that one is, whilst Maestro wasn't full of boost, he had enough. He had at least 60 for that play, making that an incredibly greedy play there by Scrub as Maestro just took it straight past him. Play to the side. Now we will see, as we come towards the second half of this matchup, what adjustments these 2 players will bring in.
Well, Scrub missed his back boost there. Maestro definitely took that, and this is an awkward position. Maestro draws out another save from Scrub, but he's on the ball yet again. Oh, the double touch right off the post, passes it to himself in a 1v1.
Maestro, so good here. He's doing all of the fundamentals absolutely perfectly. That, however, is not fundamentals. That is just pure flash. And a 2-goal lead has opened up.
Yeah, great adaptation to an extremely unusual situation. Maestro is in the lead against the tournament favorite. Scrub has got a lot of work to do. Maestro fakes the jump, gets Scrub to back off, but Scrub is comfortably on the goal line. And he's actually able to open net, but no, misses it. I can't believe Scrub has misfired on 2 open nets now. And another one, will he get the power? Maestro barely gets back in time. He's sticking this 2-goal lead right as far away from Scrub as he can. And another solid challenge by the Great Dane. Controls it. Will he be able to get the open net? Oh my goodness, he's hit the post! Unbelievable miss by Maestro.
This is turning into one of those matches where you're looking at these players and they are trying their hardest to make as few mistakes as possible, but great bump there from Scrub is going to bring this back.
Maestro with the belly flop just plants his car on the ball. He loses all momentum. Scrub can't believe his luck right now. By all rights, he should be down by 3, but he's within 1. Final 2 minutes right now. What a different game we would be seeing if Maestro was 3 goals up, but this is absolutely all to play for.
We know absolutely nothing about how these 2 players react to pressure, and ScrubKilla has brought this even.
Maestro has got to be kicking himself more and more with every passing second right now, but he's got to forget about the past and think about the future, because the next 1 minute and 37 seconds will determine whether or not he progresses in this tournament. Can he do it, or will ScrubKilla rise to the occasion?
A lot of long shots actually being very effective in this match so far. As Scrub goes for the bouncing shot, takes that one to the side, wasn't on target originally anyway. But he's forced movement out of Maestro, and it's those little bits of boost steals, that little bit of movement that you force from the defender allows him to score.
That's a great touch off the wall. Scrub just chipping it in field, and Maestro can't close the distance, can't defend his goal from such close range. Scrub is in the lead. And Maestro's again got to be thinking, I could be on 5 goals right now. But he's looking up at the scoreboard and he sees Scrub on 5 goals. But now he's got the 5th goal. It was a little bit late of asking, but he's finally done it. 2nd kickoff goal against Scrub.
I was about to ask, towards the end of this matchup, what has Maestro got to do to take it past Scrub? Instead, he reverts back to what he did at the start of this matchup to take it even yet again with 80 seconds left in this match.
And the games continue to be close in the 12th Titans. Here we have Maestro, who didn't even need to play a game to get here. He is absolutely taking ScrubKilla to the wire, and he's gonna go ball carry coast to coast, but Scrub will actually get the save this time and recover for the corner boost and the possession acquisition. Maestro staying close, but a little bit too close, can't get back to his net. Scrub takes the lead.
Yep, ScrubKilla just noticing the mispositioning of Maestro, recognized that Maestro went too far to the right, and as soon as he saw that, immediately went in with the boost, pushed that past the defender, and into the net. 1 minute remaining, ScrubKilla has taken the lead.
5-6 on the score, 5-6 on the clock, and now ScrubKilla with another opportunity gets the kickoff goal. Revenge for Maestro's 5th goal on him. And now ScrubKilla is starting to look more comfortable.
Finally, that legendary kickoff comes in. We have not seen that work so far throughout this entire match, but comes in when it's most important, giving Scrub a bit of a lead.
And that is something that's so hard to do with consistency when you're under pressure like this is the kickoff. Oh, Maestro's actually centered the ball, but he gets it to roll up the wall. Crucial that he did. Scrub is lurking with plenty of boost in the middle, ready to go up for a low aerial. But he doesn't even need to get any more goals. He's just going to sit back and make Maestro come to him. This is a terrible situation for Maestro to be in, having to challenge 50-50s in his opposition corner. Scrub is really backing off a lot right now, giving Maestro free shots. But it's not going to work. Maestro turns his shot into a pass. Scrub up by 3, 24 seconds left. This is looking like ScrubKilla's game.
Yeah, Scrub just looked at that play and said, Maestro, I don't think you've got the power in you to put this past me. And not only was it enough power to go past him, but Scrub was able to control it as well. Takes it to the other end of the field. And now this is very comfortable for Scrub.
Yeah, we don't want to call this too early though. I have, more than anyone else in the world, called 1v1s too early. Maestro gets the dunk on ScrubKilla. No boost required. He's within 16 seconds. Can he do the impossible?
ScrubKilla tried to go over the side of his car, went for a side roll onto that, so very little power coming in from the challenge allows Maestro to take the win.
Maestro still needs 2 goals. He's won the kickoff, takes the boost. Will he get another goal? He's so desperate. He's going to go low again. A lot of low plays in this tournament so far. Maestro's actually got some space. Will he be able to get the ball over Scrub? Yes, he will!
It!
2 seconds on the clock. Maestro's within 1.
Maestro will have to find one more way past ScrubKilla's defense, but what a great play there. Calm shoulders on, gets the ball onto the hood, and launches that like a catapult over the top of Scrub.
If Maestro makes this comeback, that is the best comeback I've ever seen. Mind game kickoff, but the ball's on the ground. ScrubKilla's gonna take it. Oh my goodness, Maestro tried everything in his arsenal, but Scrub, the tournament favorite, moves on to the round of 4.
An impressive performance by both, but a testament to the reputation of ScrubKilla. We must travel now to the next location, where 2 gatekeepers are waiting. Utopia Colosseum. A place that is kind on the eyes, yet fierce in its competitions. For the first match, we have Lachinio. After an impressive comeback against Dappur, he has made it here. It is time for Lachinio to meet with his old friend, Kronovi, a gatekeeper who is perhaps the most legendary of all Rocket League players. Kronovi and Lachinio were once teammates, where they went on to win the World Championships. Unfortunately, only one of them can win today. Which one will it be?
It is now time for the battle of G2. Former player Lachinio is going to take on his gatekeeper in the form of Kronovi.
Kronovi, the man who needs no introduction, the mountain that drives, goes down by 1 at the start of this game. Will he be able to rise from the ashes? Oh my goodness, what a shot by Lachinio right underneath the crossbar. Credit where credit is due. That is a phenomenal strike to start things off. And we're only 6 seconds into the 5-minute game, which will end somebody's tournament life. That is a great start for the youngster from Canada.
Certainly is. We're now going to get ourselves into some solid play here. Kronovi takes that ball onto his hood. He's going to have to try and see what Lachinio's doing. Bounces himself up, takes that one pass. It's going to hit the crossbar, but Lachinio has used boost there. But so is Kronovi to get that play started. And Lachinio gets that one over to the side.
It's interesting to see Kronovi going back to the ball carry. That's something I'm not used to seeing from him these days. He prefers to bounce the ball around, but he will mix it up. He's got a great offensive repertoire, looking extremely solid in defense. The only North American who's been able to take down Deevo in recent times, Kronovi, the poster child of Rocket League, the promised one. Will he be able to take down Lachinio, who right now is bringing his A game and doubles his lead?
Lachinio is tearing this one apart right now. The ball came right out towards him. He just turns around and says, "Is this mine? Alright, I'll take it, and launches it towards the net. 2-0.
He's feeling pretty good in the full gold car. He is rocking it right now for the orange team. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Kronovi's got a lot of work to do already because we have seen that leads have been very hard to take back in this tournament. We've had a lot of people struggling in that regard, but Kronovi looks not to be one of them as he slams a grind shot past his opponent.
Perfectly timed as well. Any later, and Lachinio would have just barreled through that ball and taken it to the other end of the field, but instead gets it past him. He has brought this one much closer as the ball gets played over the top. He's gone for boost, I think, and Lachinio went straight to the net.
Oh, what a touch.
Lachinio gets himself some boost there, absolutely crucial, because if Kro got that one as well, then he was in a huge disadvantage.
Oh, Kronovi had to run for the hills right there. He was nearly getting demoed as Lachinio just tickled the back end of his car, but Kronovi somehow escaped, and he's looking to take control of the ball. Lachinio is not giving him any space to turn. He's going to back off. Knows it's hitting the crossbar. Good read by Kronovi. The size of his own goal, despite the fact that it's behind him. Oh, and he's looking for demo potentially. Chases Lachinio up the wall. Lachinio escapes this time. But Kronovi says, there will be a next time, my friend. Fear me. Fear me.
Nice little bump there from Lachinio though. Just go, yeah, you can try to demo me, but I can give you a quick little hit away.
It's a love tap.
It's a love tap. Lachinio tries to get one over the top of Kronovi. A boost at this point. He's going to take control. Lachinio retreats back. Go for trying for a swipe shot, gets it on top of his car anyway. Well timed on all that play, tries to go for the backflip, and he can't get that one in. Lachinio scrambles back.
Kronovi knew Lachinio was going to be there. He didn't go for the third attempt, but my goodness, that was close. Lachinio hanging on to his lead. He's not on a good line for the air dribble. Gets right back down to the ground. And now Kronovi is the one who's pressuring. He's faked the jump. Lachinio's in his own corner. Not a good place to be, but he just closes the distance with ease. Looking like he is a completely changed man from the man who struggles to manage his boost and the ball pressure. Lachinio doubles the lead.
Yeah, you definitely said it right there. Lachinio doing so much work right now to stop these bounce dribbles from Kronovi. Immediately choosing the right time to launch himself forward, get it away from Kronovi, and start his own opportunities.
Kronovi continues to have solid kickoffs, so this time the throw will not threaten Lachinio's net. He has taken the boost, so Lachinio misses it flip. Kronovi with the open net miss. Huge misplay. Kronovi's going to need to take those chances. More than half the game gone, and he's still down by 2. More importantly, he's only scored once so far this game.
Oh, well played there by Lachinio. Went for the early jump, and Kronovi went for it later. Usually those sort of things just sort of force their way past the defender, but he got himself onto the floor quite quickly and managed to drive that ball away.
Yeah, we've seen so many low 50-50s working out for the offense in this tournament, but that time Lachinio stayed just low enough. And Kronovi still only able to get 1 goal in over 3 minutes of play. This is just a testament to how well Lachinio is playing defensively, managing his boost so well, challenging exactly when he needs to. And look at that ball. Oh, he gets demoed though! He was looking at the ball, didn't see Kronovi coming from behind.
Now Kro gets this one up high. Lachinio has to try and react. He's gone base boost, but now he can pick up that one. Goes for the counter-attack. He needs to control this early. Goes for the shot. It's on target. Lachinio looked a little bit shaky picking up that ball, but he fixes it.
Oh, Kronovi's going to be kicking himself. His lob over Lachinio's goal was far too much to the right. He was not able to get around it for the rebound, and Lachinio just punishes him on the counter-attack. Still enough time for Kronovi to get back into this game, but his tournament life is on the line. Will Canada have a representative in the semi-finals, or will Kronovi shut Lachinio down?
He needs to get something soon, needs to get some momentum going his way, but Lachinio refuses to allow that to happen, and just about gets that one away from an attempted bump by Kro.
Oh, the miss by Lach. He's got to fly back down. Kronovi with another open net opportunity. Doesn't get it in time. Lachinio so quick to get back to his net. Just over a minute left. Kronovi still only 1 goal to his name. The lowest score we've seen this entire tournament. And Lachinio's defense continues to impress. 5-1. Lachinio is absolutely rocking it.
Just goes for these defensive tackles the moment Kronovi doesn't want it. The ball was not in a position for Kronovi to try and flick it over the top. Lachinio drives in, takes it away, and it just rolls into his opponent's net. 4 goals now. Lachinio is looking strong.
And this is definitely the most one-sided game we've seen so far. A testament, like I said, to Lachinio's play. Kronovi's tried everything, but Lachinio's defense has been on point, and it just shows you when the mechanics are linked up, with the smart play. Lachinio is an absolute force to be reckoned with.
And Lachinio actually was looking towards going for the boost, but instead chose to back down, went for the handbrake turn, and challenged the bull, and that allowed it to be freed up for him to get yet another one.
Is there going to be a South American meme in a Twitch chat near you? That is the question right now. Kronovi, at this point, is he even thinking about getting a comeback? No, he's thinking about get rid of the opportunity for there to be a Brazil. He does so, but really, can he make this comeback happen?
He's going to need a lot more goals that look like that. Remember, each of these goals does take time, so he needs to get some kickoff goals here. Can't afford for loose balls and open play to get involved.
4 chances in 35 seconds. He's going for the mind game kickoff delay on the approach, hoping Lachinio's going to hit it straight forward. I do like that by Kronovi. It's going to work sometimes, but this is not one of those times. 24 seconds. Lachinio still 4 goals to the good. What a performance by Lachinio, and he gets a 7th goal. Wow, Lachinio is just absolutely on fire right now.
Lachinio has the choice in this situation. Go for the goal or just take it back to his own half and waste time. But this is Lachinio we're talking about. He only had one option in actuality, and that was to go for net.
Lachinio, what a game, what a performance. Best of 1, ladies and gentlemen. This has brought out the best of Lachinio. And Kronovi, denied by the inside of the post, does recover to put one more into the net off his opponent. But this is not going to be enough time. 5 goals the difference, 7 seconds to do it in. And that is just far too much to ask, even of a player of Kronovi's caliber. Lachinio will move on to face an opponent in the final 4. But who is it going to be? That is the question. Oh, the dunk! What did we just see?
Kronovi is knowing of the fact that he is out of this tournament, but he is going to leave a bruise on the cheek of Lachinio.
And that's going to be a hard bruise to wash off. But Kronovi, that will be his final touch of the game. Goodbye to Kro, and hello to Latch. GG, well played. See you in the final 4.
Lachinio has once again done the unexpected, taking down one of the best with a sense of ease. We now join in with the final match of this location. Here we have SquishyMuffinz. He remains in the tournament after his narrow defeat of JHZER. Will he continue forward after this match? That is hard to say. His opponent is Pashy90, the German gatekeeper. A winner by nature, he expects nothing less from himself. He will give you everything you can handle, and then a whole lot more after that.
We now have SquishyMuffinz, who has come into this Gatekeepers round after an all-out war against JHZER. He's going to take on his opponent, Pashy90, who's going to be playing his first match of the tournament.
Yeah, Pashy's been waiting to see just how many YouTube subscribers are going to come face him in the round of 8, but he's just realized, yeah, it's not the 200,000, just you know, casual 50,000 sub. SquishyMuffinz coming in to represent his North American brethren. He's not going to get started though, as Pashy throws it right over his head.
Yeah, Pashy's just been in control of this play since it began. Waited until he had it on top of his car and then launched it. And the fact that Squishy tried to go for the ball and the timing he did made it all but certain that the ball was going in.
Yeah, Pashy, both those plays trying to put the ball right behind his opponent. He's trying to keep the ball away from Squishy. Doesn't want to give him a chance to get a counter attack or a breakaway into the corner. There we go, again to the near post. Pashy's definitely going to have to start mixing this up. Squishy knew that was coming, and he's got the equalizer. Incredible by Squishy to get that read so early in the game.
Yeah, Squishy really did not need to do too much there. He went for the early aerial, however, didn't want to allow any time for Pashy to get himself back. Very smart, gets that goal early on. We are 1-1.
They definitely look for a lot of adaptations this game. Pashy is somebody who likes to mix up his attack a lot. He goes for air dribbles, he goes for mind games, he goes for straight shots and sideways shots. He goes for bounce dribbles, ball carries, pretty much anything we're going to see from this guy. And there it is, another ground shot to the upper 90.
And there was minimal boost usage throughout this entire play, just that little flicker towards the very end, and still got ridiculous amounts of power onto the ball due to the timing of the shot. Caught it exactly on the half bounce.
Squishy's struggling to get the ball out of his own half, but there's a good way to do it right off the kickoff, and he's casually going to run it in. He knew Pashy's nowhere near him. Ties up the game once more. Squishy's taking both his chances this game. He's going to need to do more of that though, because Pashy's had the fair share of possession so far.
Does Squishy ever have games where defense actually is ever present? Because this, a lot like the JHZER game, is just launching after launching.
Yeah, if all the Squishy games are going to be goal gluts, I'm okay with that. And it continues to be that way. He's got another kickoff goal of Pashy. Pashy fails to get goal side of the ball on 2 occasions now. Squishy actually taking the lead in the second cross-Atlantic game that he's had to play this tournament.
Well, Pashy, you said earlier on he likes to make adaptations throughout the entire game. He's going to have to make one from his kickoff because he almost lost another one there, but that bump from Pashy gives him time to get himself back. Both players pick up boost up onto the wall. Here's Squishy, got time, but Pashy is not reacting to that, and that should be an easy takeaway.
Yeah, Squishy's got to get back pretty fast. Pashy might go for the rebound. Oh, it didn't even bounce up. Pashy thought for sure that ball was going to go to the sky, but he's played it really well. He's got another shot on net. Squishy tries to pop it to safety. Can't get enough height on it. Pashy with the rebound and the equalizer.
Yeah, great recovery there from Pashy. He didn't get the shot that he was originally expecting from a roll up the wall. Instead, turned himself around, took control of the ball, and slowly forced Squishy to make room for a shot.
Yeah, sick 90. We see there Pashy changed his name for this, but he has done a pretty good job there with a sick shot to the center of the goal. He knew the near post was defended. Squishy, reactionary jump for this one. He's done well to get up as fast as Pashy after jumping after him. He's trying not to use too much boost here. Pashy did steal the boost on the exit. Pashy with the air dribble off the wall, taking it to the far post, gets it over Squishy. What a goal! 4-3.
He could not have played that any better if he tried all the way to the left-hand side. Squishy could not get himself over there, and that is going to offer this lead back to Pashy.
And German fans all around the world are going crazy for that goal. That was just beautiful out of Pashy, and he's just going to go for another shot. Oh, Squishy with the save. I don't think Pashy thought Squishy was going to get back in the net as fast as he did, and then Squishy's hanging on right now. He needs to get one more goal for his tournament to continue. But Pashy is just piling on the pressure. He's got another goal from the sky.
Just takes that as late as he possibly can. Squishy just coming down off the bounce, gets himself back up, but he is not in the correct position to try and get the save there. Can't push it to the left, can't push it to the right, and can't push it over the top.
And Squishy must have thought Pashy was faking that one, going to take it all the way down to the ground. Then suddenly Pashy just hits it right before the bounce and gets another goal. But Squishy's so solid. Even though he's losing, he's staying so consistent on his kickoff. It's keeping him in the game right now.
It absolutely is. That is his third kickoff goal of the game. And Pashy's got to be looking at this just going, if I could fix my kickoff, I would easily be taking this right now. But due to the kickoffs, this match is still incredibly close. And now Pashy gets one of his own. Oh, no, he doesn't!
Never mind! Squishy with the recovery for the save again. This guy is just so quick in the net. Pashy's trying to get back on the ball. He's got the boost. Well played dribbling it across his own goal. But Squishy's actually bumped him on the exit, and he's got the open net for the equalizer. SquishyMuffinz ties the game.
I'm still in shock over that save. Squishy has brought himself back into this 5-5. Here's the scoreline, just racing Pashy to it all, and comes out on top.
Sure, look at the clock. We're not even halfway through this game.
Come on, Squishy, learn some defense.
We feel like this is going to be, over pretty quickly and been the best of one. But I feel like we've been casting this series for a long time, and the game is only halfway gone. 5-all is the score. Oh, Pashy sneaks it in the corner to get the boost. Very cheeky, but it worked out this time. He's got to look out for that, though. Squishy will punish open net opportunities more often than not. No, the mind game, but the late hit by Pashy hitting it straight into Squishy. Squishy was definitely in a position where he had to pre-jump there. Gets a goal over Pashy. He manages to get up so fast for these midfield shots. Pashy, again, left wondering, what do I do against this guy's speed?
Squishy is just getting to everything right about now. He's got himself a 1-goal lead, still plenty of match to go here, and it looks like these kickoffs from Pashy have definitely evened out, so that will help him as we go forward.
That's a beautiful doink by Squishy to continue the possession in his favor. He's going to slow play this when the clock is on his side. Fires another shot right at Pashy's head. Pashy with a doink of his own to send it over his own crossbar. These guys are trading blows right now. Squishy still in the lead, but Pashy gets it past him. He's going to wait for the ball to bounce down. There's the open net opportunity. Gets it into the goal past Squishy. 6-6, 1 minute 52 remaining.
Squishy thought he could just nab the boost and get himself back in time, but mistimed it, and Pashi launches a shot towards the bottom of the net. And that is going to even this back up. These two players are so close right now.
Yeah, they are absolutely close. The only thing that separates them is possession, and that is in Squishy's favor. He's got full boost right now. On the ball, Pashi closes the distance, but he needs to make a save, and he can't do it. Not even Pashi can keep that one out of the net. What a throw by Squishy, right under the crossbar.
The catapult comes back in just over the top, gets himself nice and close to Pashi, and as soon as that is launched, that ball is going to be traveling so much faster than Pashi is. Can't get himself up in time. 7-6, and we've still got plenty of match to go.
Will we see 10 goals from either of these guys? I feel like we will, with this time remaining. But Squishy with the lead. He doesn't need to force this. Pashi, on the other hand, has to find a way to score. He's low boost right here, but he rips a shot regardless inside of the post to the rescue for the Muffin Man.
Bouncing over to the side. Pashi is still in control of this play. Squishy tries to get him to the side, tries to control the ball.
Aggression.
Wants to leave this in the final third as much as possible. That ball's going to be played up high. Is he going for the boost? No. Choosing the ball. No, goes for the boost anyway.
He's stripped Squishy of his boost advantage. Squishy is flipping to try and get momentum in his favor. Pashi just takes the possession and the boost. Squishy still start, but oh, Pashi's completely missed on this play. He wanted to take that over Squishy. Changed his mind halfway through. Indecision could be the death of Pashi's tournament run.
Running out of time now. SquishyMuffinz very slightly slowed the pace down, just allowing the defense to take a little bit longer, and that has meant that the time is ticking away on this Squishy. Lovely challenge on that one. He's going to pick up some boost after flicking the ball up. Now what's he going to do? Goes for the control. Knows Pashi has to come to him, and he gets a hold of that impatience from Pashi.
This is absolutely the moment that Pashi needs to strike. We haven't seen a goal in over a minute now, which is a complete change from what we saw in the early part of the game. Pashi's coming from the blind spot, gets the demo out of nowhere, and he controls it for the open net. Where did he even come from?
We forgot one fundamental part, one thing that is synonymous with Pashi 90, and that is demos and bums, and he saved that and brought it out as a secret weapon to level this game.
That is incredible. I never saw him coming from that angle, but somehow Pashi found a way to sneak into Squishy's blind spot. He's got to find a way to stop Squishy from scoring right here. Oh, Squishy beans the flick. Open net for Pashi. Squishy with a recovery though. And actually Squishy with the shot onto the crossbar. Overtime, 7-7.
Squishy came so close twice there. That second shot hit the crossbar, and the first one almost bumped Pashi out of the way.
Open net.
And now we see the open net launched towards the net, and Squishy can't get there in time.
He's done it. Squishy takes out Pashi. Possession off the back of the kickoff. Slams the long shot into the open net for far post. Pashi can't get there in time, and Squishy will take down the gatekeeper. He moves on to the final four.
An impressive display by both. However, Squishy has managed to defeat Pashi and get through to the next round once more. Now we travel to the final match of round 2, which happens to be at a familiar location. Urban Central. One last time we visit the place where the tournament began, although this time a new competitor waits inside. First we have Deevo, one of the strongest ones players coming into this tournament, who sealed his victory over Turbo with an impressive performance. He does face a problem, however. And that problem is his opponent. Perhaps the best Rocket League player in the world. This is Cookshare.
Urban Night will be our location for JHZER, the Italian stallion, the player from a country well known for their pizza, defense, and Mario Balotelli's haircut, versus Deevo, the Englishman that has taken 2016 by storm. And what a great start that is.
Yeah, he takes this game by storm as this sideways aerial coming in clutch once again, gets enough speed in the ball to get it past the goalkeeper JHZER. I expect to see very clashing styles right here. The offensive Deevo versus the defensive KuXer. Like you said, KuXer, a player who has said about himself in the past, someone who punishes mistakes, and there's one. What a shot by KuX, the power out of nowhere.
Just completely eliminates that first goal. And one of the interesting parts about KuX's style that I want to look at throughout this match is how that full-on defense is going to frustrate Deevo, because he's going to force players to come towards him, and he's literally just playing his own style.
Oh, another long shot. No way, Deevo with a response immediately. He says, KuX, whatever you do, I can do better. Check this one out. Underneath the crossbar, KuXer's flailing. 3 goals in 14 seconds. Deevo's up by 1.
These two are just looking at the matches that we've seen so far, these really high-scoring matches, and just said, we can probably go higher than that. As the ball gets touched over to the side by KuX, gets the bouncing dribble going, gonna try and take it the entire way. Deevo can't get there in time.
So close, I wasn't quite sure initially if this made it in or not, but Deevo, despite his best efforts, couldn't catch up to this bullet from KuXer. Posting in after the touch, another goal not long after the third. Tie game, and we're back to where we started, 2-2, but hardly any time gone in this best of 1 round of 8 match.
Yeah, we're basically restarting the match from the very beginning here. That's how little time has gone forward. Ball's going to start bouncing out. KuX goes for the shot immediately, but no power onto that one. Deevo takes control. Now we're going to see the defense of KuX. It hasn't come into effect so far in this match. Deevo takes his time. He's trying to drive that straight forward, and it actually almost works, but KuX takes advantage, blocks it away.
We've seen so many of those low 50-50s and dribbles as Deevo uses the inside of his own post to save that. Well played by him. But these players don't want to commit too high. They don't want to get dunked on. They don't want to present any opportunities for their opponents to counterattack or even challenge them. So expect to see a lot of close to the car ball dribbling and close to the car bounce dribbling. And as Deevo, oh my goodness, he's gone past KuX. KuXer lands on the ball and gets under it somehow. I don't know how he's done it, but somehow on the breakaway, KuX with the control.
Deevo, I think, just got completely carried away with the craziness of the situation, that he didn't take defense into account at all, because he just seemed to watch the play, slowly made his way over to the boost, and completely opened up the gap.
That was a crazy touch though by KuX. It looked like he'd beamed it completely, but no, he was actually in full control. And that is an aspect of KuX's game that we see more than anyone else in the world, is make it look like they failed, but oh my word, Deevo in the reverse aerial dunks it right over the top of KuXer.
I mean, this is the type of situation that these players have seen before. Deevo, noticing that KuX had not got that correct, immediately stops his car and puts himself into the air, just automatically noticing where the mistakes have been made.
This is looking a lot like Deevo battling himself as we progress into this game. Can he keep himself under control? We all know that Deevo is the montage machine from England, but will he be able to calm down when he needs to and then pop off when he needs to? And there he goes again, popping it over KuXer.
That could not have been hit any better there, noticing the gap between the two players, and just launches that as high as he can possibly get it. KuX tries to get there in time, but too much power on that shot.
I can't believe we've already seen KuX concede 4 goals, a player who's prided for his defensive capabilities. Many people call him the best goalkeeper in the world. Even his competitors for that title call him the best goalkeeper in the world. But right now, Deevo has found a way to exploit him 4 times in the first 2 minutes, but we're only 1 goal away from a tie game, and KuXer on the ball once again. 50-50 goes absolutely even.
Played long by Deevo, and KuX has to try and take that one to the side. KuX's defense, I want to add, is so good that during a challenge that was what happened, where he had 4 NA players just trying to take shots at him for a minute, he conceded once.
It's
in
unbelievable.
The entire challenge.
It is unbelievable. When he's feeling it, it is unbelievable. Deevo squeaked it past him 4 times though, and he continues to shoot at the top corners. That was going in for Deevo, but KuXer this time saves it. Something that we're not too surprised to see, and a beautiful pop. KuXer with the outplay and the tie game.
Yeah, Deevo just tried to play that one early, but KuX got such a great first touch onto that one. Could do whatever he wanted, and it was going to go over the top of the charging defense. And we are back to even grounds.
So you see that cool, guys, don't look at explosions. KuX knows he's already scored as he looks away and waits for the ball to cross the line by itself. He's got another opportunity. Forgoes the mid boost for the shot, but he can't get the power. And he's actually stolen Deevo's boost on the exit and bumped Deevo into the air. Deevo's actually starved right here. He needs to be so careful. KuXer with the boost advantage. in this situation. Deevo's just gonna double backflip to get this ball into Cuxer's half, trying desperately to give himself some time. We are still all tied up here in this round of 8 match. Cuxer with a beautiful pop. Deevo to the side. Cuxer already knows that. Gets his own boost from underneath his clutches. Cuxer still pressuring Deevo. Will he be able to get a goal out of this? This could be a huge momentum swing in this game if Cuxer can just pressure Deevo into submission.
It doesn't look like either of these players really want possession of the ball right now. It's just, no, get this away from my net as Cuxer tries to pressure Deevo into his own half. Now Deevo moving himself around, moving the ball around, trying to force Cuxer to move back. Eventually the challenge does commit. It's quite close to the net, but Deevo does not commit because if he did, Cuxer was going to have a free line towards the net. Shot onto target. Deevo uses the wall, launches that one away, and now he's going to try and use the speed.
Oh, touch by Cux.
Gets there early.
Deevo's actually out of the game! Cuxer with the outplay! Deevo thought that Cux was leaving it, but Cux with the deftest of touches to the side passes it to himself, and there we go, Deevo with the misplay. Cuxer punishing said misplay. His playstyle in a nutshell. 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock. Deevo needs to find a goal or he's out of this tournament.
Was just absolutely nowhere on that one. He's handed that goal away, and now he has to try and find himself one extra just to get himself back into this. He's got plenty of time to do it.
Sweet.
Bouncing dribble, goes up high, gets the bump onto Cux, but Cux was still fine to go up. That bump didn't seem to have any effect.
Oh, he got a bump right there though, and Cuxer's trying to recover. Deevo actually just lifts the ball straight up towards him. Cuxer says thank you very much, but he's not going to overextend into his own corner. Deevo with the boost grab. Lifts it beautifully over Cuxer, and he gets the recovery for the finish. Mid-air recovery by Deevo. Look at the car control.
Just gets it over the side, repositions his car. You actually saw how quickly Cux also tried to respond. He almost got himself back, but Deevo, car and ball control on point there, evens this match up.
And Cuxer with the side boost grab. Deevo continues to pressure, but Cuxer stays solid, secures both big boosts. Deevo will have to back off, but will Cuxer be able to punish this difference in boost levels? He goes for the shot, gets it past Deevo's defense once more with a hair. Deevo misses it.
We just saw that little bit of a turn there from Deevo, and as soon as Cux saw Deevo coming towards him, he decided, right, I have got enough of a gap here to just try and squeeze this one through, and he certainly did. Time is running out now. Deevo has to score.
And Cuxer's gonna make him back down once again. We're in the last 10 seconds. Cuxer gets it over Deevo. He might even slow it down. No, he just scores it. 8 seconds remain, and Deevo with the most difficult comeback that we've seen. This is an impossible task, but can he do it? Deevo's done the impossible before. He needs a miracle. That's not a good start. 5 seconds. Cuxer with another one. GG.
Have you ever seen a player cooler under pressure than Cuxer? A player that when you meet him in real life, he looks like he's about to fall over whenever he's nervous, but in-game, he is so cool.
And some people might call Cux the favorite of the tournament at this point. His kryptonite Marky Duda is not playing, and that means that Cuxer will move on to the Final Four. Will he make it to the grand final? That remains to be seen.
Once more, an impressive display by both, but the unique style of Cuxer has secured himself the pass to the Final Four. This concludes the round of the gatekeepers. Four Titans remain. 2 gatekeepers and 2 that have come from the pit. Who has what it takes to make it to the final match? We go now to Manfield, where the round of 4 will take place. We begin with the first match in the round of 4. In this match, we have Lachinio. After his impressive comeback in the first round, and his dominating performance over Kronovi in the second round, it's hard to imagine him slowing down. His opponent happens to be his teammate, SquishyMuffinz, a titan who has unleashed his signature high-powered attacks throughout this entire tournament. Who will move on to the final match?
Lachinio versus SquishyMuffinz in a match that will not only decide who is representing North America and Canada in the finals, but who is representing Team Iris.
Yeah, both these guys actually teammates right now, and they're matching up against each other. Oh, the point-blank save from the SquishyMuffin, but he can't get another one. Lachinio fires it past him. Just the pace on this was far too much for Squishy to deal with.
Yeah, just keeps peppering shots towards the net. Squishy eventually breaks down, and Lachinio takes an early lead.
Yeah, these guys definitely very familiar with each other's play, not just because they are teammates, but they have played a lot of private ones in the past, and it could go either way, which goes without saying in a best of one. But this matchup is going to be all about boost. If there is a record for who has used the most boost in Rocket League history, I reckon these two would be pretty close to the top. They're absolute boostaholics. Look out for the boost over ball happening at the critical moments. But will they be able to stay solid? We just saw Lachinio take down a former teammate in Kronovi in very convincing fashion. Squishy's here after a close game with Pashi. They both absolutely earned their spot in the Final Four. And now they're matching up against each other. And Lachinio using the crossbar. Once again, this time will get the rebound. Well played, well positioned. Lachinio's up by 1.
And there's another thing that SquishyMuffinz is known for, and that seems to be a large amount of goals in his matches. We already now have 3 goals in 30 seconds. Ball played up high, and Lachinio takes advantage of the open goal.
I'm loving it though. Squishy's games are just absolute goal gluts, and it's phenomenal to watch. This time, another low dribble. It's so common in these best of 1 formats to have these very conservative dribbles. Oh, well played. Lachinio actually managing to pop the ball off his own wall. Squishy with the mind game and just casually takes it to the far post for the equalizer. What a play.
Squishy got a hold of this ball, and to be honest, Lachinio looks like he jumped for this a bit too early because his car wasn't facing the right way. Tried to go for some sort of half flip to get towards the ball, but Squishy just takes it around him, gets it in.
Yeah, both these guys are so afraid of each other's flicks. They're both so good at getting the ball from the ground to the top of their car to the sky, and with that in mind, we will probably see a lot of pre-jumps, so look out for those. In the meantime, look out for Squishy's ground shots and Lachinio's quick counterattacks. That will be the difference maker, in my opinion, but we have still got 4 minutes to see everything tied up so far in this national grudge match. Squishy on the ball and in control of his boost. Oh, Lachinio's going to pressure this one. Squishy's got a chance to get the ball back, and he will, and now Squishy with the counter gets his goal lead back. Oh, he's going to give it another touch for good measure.
You might as well at that point. SquishyMuffinz is going to take the lead in this matchup. He's got to take it all the way after an overcommitment from Lachinio and didn't really offer too much on the offensive side. And Squishy would just look at it and just go, alright, if you're just giving this to me, I'll take it.
Who is going to come out on top and kick off? So far it's been pretty even, but Lachinio takes the first kickoff goal. These are so important in this format. What a shot, Lachinio, not air rolling forward into that to miss the power shot. Slams it into the open net. No chance for Squishy. Tie game once again.
Yeah, this really is going to be important throughout this game. If you can nick those goals quite early on, then that's going to help you so much further as we get towards the end of this matchup. Ball bounces up over to the side as he continues to try and force this into the final third. Squishy's looking towards that. He's played over the top of him. Now played over the top of him again, but he eventually takes control, clears that down to the other end of the field.
Yeah, Lachinio just playing keep away right now. Squishy can't get anywhere near the ball. Finally gets a touch on it, which will make him feel a little bit happier about how this passage of play has gone. But Lachinio getting so much control. It's really good to see him playing at this level, because we know when he is playing well, he is such a talent. Oh, but he just prioritizes the boost too much. Squishy takes the lead once again.
Yeah, tried to go for boost. The bounce came out absolutely perfectly for Squishy, launching it exactly into the pathway that he wanted, and it's a simple finish off for SquishyMuffinz, who regains his lead.
And the crowd wait in anticipation. Just over 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. 7 goals already. We keep saying it. Squishy, all the games that he's in have so many goals, and it's just a joy to see. But we want to see more. Will we see Lachinio with the outplay? Drops the ball, tries to pop it back across the goalkeeper, but Squishy with a great recovery, even jumping over Lachinio's bump attempt right there.
Bounce dribbles have been quite useful so far. This time, couldn't get it onto the roof of his car. It allowed a simple takeaway by SquishyMuffinz, who's still holding on to that 1-goal lead. But Squishy trying to come out early and recovers just in time to force that one against his own post.
That was a ridiculous recovery by Squishy. Damage control after he realized that his ball was going onto his own net, courtesy of his own touch. He's gonna let this bounce lower. Smart play. Drills a shot. Lachinio with a perfectly timed interception on the ball once again. They're trading possession back and forth. This time Lachinio fires early. He's mixing up his offense. It's a really good strategy. Continues to pressure, and the boost this time will be available for Squishy for him to take. And he's got the ball as well. This is looking good for SquishyMuffinz. Lachinio still needs a goal, or his tournament life will be coming to an end.
See the boost taken over and a launch shot towards the bottom left-hand corner of the goal. And Squishy, if it's possible to hit that ball any better, I don't think it was.
That was just an absolute boomer by Squishy, slamming it across the goal. That is exactly what he's been doing all tournament, taking the most powerful shots that he can. And Lachinio has got a lot of work to do. We saw him dismantling Kronovi. He never let the lead drop into his opponent's favor. This time, he's got the other job to do. He's got to take a lead back from Squishy, who doesn't look like he's going to relent anytime soon.
Yeah, but Squishy needs to make sure that that momentum does not go towards Lachinio. We saw during that Kronovi matchup just how good Lachinio is once the wheels start turning, and once he starts getting everything to go his way. Squishy puts that one just over the top of his own net. Lachinio should be able to steal that ball and take possession. Early shot from him.
Done it.
Squishy just did not expect that.
The bar down coming in clutch for Lachinio. Squishy way out of position. He actually just gets out of the blast zone, knows that that is never going to get saved. Tries to stay away from the explosion. 1 goal the difference, 1 minute 8 seconds on the clock. Is Lachinio gonna get this comeback? He's got a chance on the kickoff. Gets the bump on Squishy. Will he go for the goal? It goes to the mind game. Squishy plays the ball.
Yeah, that bump just was not quite enough. The wheels of SquishyMuffinz able to hit the floor just in time. He's playing that one over to the side. That was not smart play by Squishy. Desperation touch comes back to bite him.
Oh, he thought that Lachinio was shadowing him much more closely, but Lachinio had actually backed off to the midfield. Perfect position for Squishy's interception. Oh my goodness, Squishy's actually let Lachinio tie up the game. 52 seconds. I expect more goals in the regulation time here.
SquishyMuffinz, the fireworks player of Rocket League. No match is ever boring as Lachinio launches that one and gets the immediate save from Squishy, who's going to have to try and take this ball away because he will be running out of boost soon. Lachinio just tries to press this into that final third yet again. Both players with boost. Bouncing dribble coming through. Lachinio goes for it early, and these are not working for Squishy. Lachinio has got that scouted.
Yeah, Squishy's strategy has been largely counterattacks, but Lachinio's starting to defend a lot better, challenge a lot better, and another shot. Bar down, and this time it stays out. Squishy is in a horrible position though. Can he get the save? Yes, he can. Still Lachinio is pressuring, and the backflip. Bicycle kick for the finish. 14 seconds left, and Lachinio takes the lead.
Lachinio has managed to bring himself back into this, and like an anaconda, wraps himself around Squishy throughout the entire play and squeezes until he can get himself that goal that gives him the lead.
Lachinio, he did this to Dappur with the comeback and the last second winner. Now he's done the same thing to Squishy. Squishy has a chance to make the comeback, pops it early. Lachinio shuts that down, and now 0-second play, no boost for Squishy. Lachinio just comes in and takes the ball. GG, Lachinio will represent North America in the grand finals.
Lachinio has once again come back to seal a victory and earn his place in the final match. 2 games to go. The second to last match of the tournament begins now, and it is between 2 of the absolute best. ScrubKilla, the king of ones, and Cookshare, the world champion. Both entered this tournament as gatekeepers, but only one can enter the final match.
This is the matchup that will decide the European competitor that will take part in the finals. It is going to be the two gatekeepers, JHZER97 versus ScrubKilla.
The two best goalkeepers in the world right here. And who is going to come out on top? I'm not expecting a high-scoring game because every time these guys play, it is just a battle of defense, a battle of wits. And honestly, despite the fact that they both focus on defense, it is a clash of playstyles nonetheless, with Scrub taking far more risks and Kux looking to punish those misplays.
Yeah, speaking of Scrub's defense, he was a player that pretty much carried Gold Rush through his ability in defense. He was almost perma-keeper in that, and they were making very good strides within the competitive scene.
Definitely look out for his saves, but oh my goodness, Kux somehow getting a great touch here. Popping is so high that he can easily recover. Scrub misplays, accidentally side flipping, and that's going to be one punish for Kux. 1-0, just about a minute gone, and Scrub is definitely feeling the pressure.
Yeah, this is going to be the main story throughout this. Who makes the more mistakes? And whoever makes the more will likely be the loser, as Kux takes advantage of the very first one.
Now Scrub, he needs to get solid kickoffs. He relies on that a lot in his strategy. Oh my goodness! The ball pinches off both players, rattles Scrub's crossbar. Coming out pretty okay though is the youngster from Scotland, and he's in control here of the situation. Firing high shots at Kux's neck. Kux so solid off the back wall. Look at the distance he gets on that clear.
Now Scrub up onto the side. Was going to allow that one to bounce down, and Kux here just made himself look like he was going to go forward a little bit, forcing the early move there from Scrub. Lovely backflip there, just to take that one away, using the half rotation just to get an extra little bit of power onto it. As Kux now takes that one onto the wall. This was something he used to do all the time, but he's going to leave it. Puts that one up high. You see exactly what Scrub tries to do here. That's an inconceivable attempt to get rid of it, but eventually Scrub gets rid of that one to the other end of the field.
And he collects boost as well. Scrub is definitely still in this with a great chance to tie the game. He's playing some keepy ups in the midfield, gets Kux to back off, but Kux more than anyone else in the world is perfectly comfortable in that position. Oh my goodness, a 50-50 Scrub with the ballsy play. The double 50-50 win. How does he do it, Scrub? I can't believe that he's gone for that play right in front of the goal line.
Yeah, Kux had the option earlier on to try and hit it away, but he saw ScrubKilla was in that pathway as well, so chose against it. Instead wanted to try and win the 50-50 challenge. It didn't come out for him, and that allows this to be an even matchup.
Oh, I can't believe that. Kux looked at Scrub and he said, there's no way you're going to try and 50-50 me right here, right now. And Scrub says, oh yes I am. But it doesn't matter. Kux is back in the lead, takes the lead right back. As soon as Scrub took it away from him, he just slams a shot right across the net. After the kickoff, he never gave up pressure.
Yeah, Kux here comes back in and responds after being out-muscled by a 13-year-old. Ball put up high by ScrubKilla. He's going to try and go and get himself some boost. Now Scrub over to the side. That ball up, going to try and get them to his hood, but that was a rather weak attempt, but he's allowed to recover just in time. That landing must have been perfect from Scrub.
And this is another incredibly low-scoring game. We've not seen many of these this tournament, but any game containing Kux can turn into a low-scoring game. Scrub lifts another shot towards the net, no power. He's really been missing a lot of power on these plays. Fake into the air, but Scrub can't get any power on the second attempt. Oh, what? He got a lot of power on that one. I'll give him that.
Did, but the ball, unfortunately for Scrub, just lands on top of Kux's car and gets cleared away. So he's got to start all the way again from square one. Puts that one up high. Kux just keeps waiting for these opportunities. Not faked out by any of these attempts by Scrub. Always going for the one that is actually an attempt at goal. And now Scrub just seems to be moving around an awful lot, just trying to get something going, but eventually gives up possession.
He's trying to get Kux to move off his goal line, but Kux is just refusing to do that. And Scrub has to be so careful right now. Although the difference is just one goal, he needs to not overextend. He needs to wait for Kux to misplay because Kux is baiting him in. He's just waiting for Scrub to make that one overextension, which could double the goal lead for the Italian. Oh my goodness, another last second save. Kux continues to be solid in defense.
Yeah, Kux is just playing so well right now.
Oh, there's the misplay!
Eventually gets that ball past, and that's gonna go in. ScrubKilla shuts down the lead.
The midfield challenging of ScrubKilla, some of the best in the world. Air barrel shot to get the angle that he needed, and he ties up the game. It took a long time of asking, but Scrub, he waited till the chance came. He didn't take any risks, and that is exactly what he needs to do if he wants to win this game. And not only that, he's rewarded with a kickoff goal.
It came in when he needed it so much earlier on in the last round, and it comes in yet again. ScrubKilla wants the kickoff goal, he gets the kickoff goal, and now he's got the lead.
And he's on his favourite kickoff once again, the diagonal spawn, always one that Scrub is favoured to win. And he's on the ball once again, Cucks with another good save, not a good recovery though. Will he make it to the side boost in time? Oh, he's going for it. Scrub's taking his time. Another shot high into the net, but Cucks is so equal to all of these shots. Seems like every time he's in the net, Scrub's shots are just going to get straight back into the midfield.
Yeah, and Scrub needs to make sure he does not overcommit on any of these attempts against the Venus flytrap.
Oh, he's done it again!
And he's got it past this. Jaws just came down, and Scrub escapes and goes over the top.
That was so close, but Scrub beats Cucks to the ball. The second time that he's done that, midfield challenges are absolutely going in favour of the Scotsman, and we're inside the last minute on a very low scoring game. Scrub has doubled Cucks' score. Cucks needs to change up his strategy. Counter-attacking does not work from this scoreline.
Fake that one past Scrub, but Scrub now takes his time, gives Cucks a taste of his own medicine, because now Cucks has to go towards Scrub, but Scrub refuses to go away!
Scrub! What a turnaround from 2-1. He held his nerve, he waited for the equaliser, gets the kickoff goal and 2 more goals just to prove all the kickoff goal haters wrong. 5-2. Scrub is absolutely stamping his authority on this game.
Yep, and it is looking likely that he's going to go through to the final. Cucks tries to get something in there, but it is loose, and ScrubKilla will make it 4. This last minute is completely dominated by ScrubKilla.
And I think he can do some early celebrations now. ScrubKilla has taken down his nemesis, the player who has always given him the most trouble, the player that he feared the most. He has taken him down when it mattered the most. ScrubKilla 6-2 on the ball. He's not even going to take another shot. Oh yes he is. Cucks again though, so solid high above his net, but that is all that she will write for this game. GG, Scrub moves on to the finals.
ScrubKilla has taken down the world champion. Only one more to go. The final match. The place where only one Titan will remain standing. Who has what it takes to finish the task? Lachinio, the Titan who started at the bottom. His journey began with a stunning display of mental toughness, which has continued on to this point. Would it last for one more match? ScrubKilla. He has lived up to his reputation as the king of ones so far. His unstoppable attacks and deep understanding of the game have proven to be too much for his opponents. Can he rely on his experience to take down one more? It's time to find out.
Our 12 Titans have been cut down to 2. It is Europe versus America, Scotland versus Canada, and ScrubKilla versus Lachinio.
And what a journey they've taken to get here. We truly have the champion of Europe, ScrubKilla, taking down two of his greatest demons on his journey to the finals. Lachinio taking down literally every other North American participant in this tournament in the form of Dappur, Kronovi, and Squishy. And now they match up against each other. Who is going to win it for their continent?
It'll be interesting to see as we move forward in this tournament. Early kickoff goal for ScrubKilla as he also wins that one out. Lachinio is going to have to be so on point with his kickoffs throughout this series because it is so easy to lose an entire game against Scrub just off that.
Yeah, and he can't afford to lose any games. It is winner takes all. It is a best of one. This game will decide the entire tournament. This game will decide who will walk away with all of the prize pool that is available today and who is going to take, oh my goodness, Lachinio with a side flip shot that completely takes Scrub by surprise.
Yep, did not expect that to be coming up. We could expect Lachinio to usually go for some sort of bouncing play to try and lift it over the top of ScrubKilla, trying to put it behind him, but instead just saw it was in the perfect spot for him, went for the side flip and powered it into the corner.
Lachinio does not give any time for his opponents to recover. Oh my goodness, another rocket to the net. This time Scrub barely makes it back in time. But look out for Lachinio accelerating the ball and then manipulating the angle at the last second just to get it past the other team. Oh my goodness, Scrub squeezes one past Lachinio this time.
Takes advantage of the rebound. It came out slowly towards him, but saw Lachinio was stuck towards the side of the goal and decided, you know what, I might as well have a launch at this one. He had nothing to lose. Even if Lachinio got a save on that, he was going to be low on boost and not going to be able to get counter-attack.
Yeah, it's a great shot by Scrub, and Scrub has been favouring shots a lot this turn. Even against a goalkeeper like Huxer in the previous round, he was taking shots from every angle, and Lachinio, a great goalkeeper in his own right, but will he be able to stand up to the barrage of shots that Scrub is bringing to the table? Again, shooting near post right over Lachinio's head. Latch just waits for the ball to come to him this time. 2-1 remains the score. Scrub's still in the lead. Lachinio has got to work this ball out of his own half and start to get some pressure of his own.
Yeah, Lachinio has had his back against the wall for the majority of this game so far, as ScrubKilla hasn't really employed any other strategy other than hit the ball very hard towards him, and it's been working out. Lachinio up onto the side. He's going to go for the wall aerial. No, chooses against it. Just got out high. Goes for the aerial hand. Tries to drop that one down, but just off the crossbar. He
knows he has the boost advantage here, does Lachinio, but Scrub is a player who's very good at just sitting back and making the most of the boost he does have. Oh my goodness, the ball barely doesn't make it in. Squeezing it wide of the net on Lachinio, getting a fortunate bump on ScrubKilla. Missing on the ball, but Scrub took the brute force of the hit. Lachinio trying his best to get back into this game, working some pressure in his favor. Oh, Scrub with a misplay! Misses the ball on the ball clear. Lachinio ties the game.
Lachinio was just looking at this, waiting to try and shadow ScrubKilla and follow the ball wherever it went, and instead he decided, wait a second, this ball has not been hit at all. I might as well just turn this one into the net.
Scrub, he knows that Lachinio's right behind him there. Lachinio's such a fast player, always following up on every attack with courage and with conviction. And Scrub knows that. He knew he had to go for the ball quickly, but he went a little bit too fast. Oh my goodness, what an end-to-end game. Scrub back in the attack this time, and Lachinio has boost to defend. Will he get the turnover of possession? Yes, he will. Lachinio taking the shot on the net, and again he gets the goal.
This might just be the fastest paced game we have seen so far in this tournament. Neither of these two players are taking the ball down to control it. They are just taking shot after shot after shot.
End-to-end stuff. Is anybody going to slow down the pace? Is anybody going to take a light touch before this one is through? We still have more than half the game to go. 1 goal the difference. ScrubKilla is going to tie it up with another great piece of pressure off the back of a kickoff.
Yeah, 2 kickoff goals now are representing the 3 goals of ScrubKilla, and we talked about this at the very beginning of the matchup. Lachinio has to make sure that that does not happen.
That was a huge play by Scrub. Lachinio moved into the corner. He thought Scrub was going to go for the corner boost, but Scrub actually just waited for the ball to come to him, striked it at the last second, and again, he's getting so much pressure off the back of these kickoffs. Lachinio's goalkeeping is still strong. That is actually a shot on the post. Lachinio, farther easy rebound, but Scrub saves it somehow, getting the save at the near post.
ScrubKilla will be happy with that one. The launch towards Lachinio was well controlled. That's going to bounce off the crossbar. Lachinio scrambles to get that ball away, and he goes for it yet again. Launches that one up high. How much boost does he have? Up. Goes for it. ScrubKilla shuts down the angle.
Scrub getting to that rebound so fast. He knew Lachinio would be following up at an early moment, and there's the counter-attack. Scrub with a critical save, not for the first time this game.
This is the really important thing about a game that is being played at this speed. The moment you do not have control of the ball, the moment you cannot cover the line towards your goal, you are going to concede, and that is what happened just there.
Scrub's going to take the ball once more. This back and forth game is in his favor, but only for the time being. Lachinio will make it back in time. No, he won't! He couldn't get under the ball. It looked too casual. Lachinio gets outplayed once more.
ScrubKilla put that one long. Let's take a look at Lachinio.
Oh, he couldn't make it back.
He just couldn't get there. I thought for a second that maybe he stopped boosting and thought he could just control the ball. It was just too fast for him.
That just shows the power of Scrub's shots. If you overextend by a millimeter, he'll take a mile, and he's taken another goal, doubled his lead. He's up by 2 in a game which has been low scoring by this tournament standards, but pretty average by regular standards. What a throw by Lachinio! Accelerates the ball, throws it right past Scrub.
This is the second time Lachinio has managed this. The timing
Holy
on his
cow.
shots are very, we haven't seen many players throughout this tournament actually vary the timing of their shots and catch a defender off guard. Yet Lachinio is doing it, and he's doing it against a player of the caliber of ScrubKilla.
And another chance, Lachinio secures the comeback. 5-all, Lachinio gets a kickoff goal this time.
5-5 is the scoreline. We have got so much time left in this matchup as well. This is a winner-takes-all tournament, and both of these players are leaving it all on the playing field right now. Who can come out on top?
Oh, Scrub with the immediate revenge. The champion of Europe takes the lead once again versus the champion of America, but there's only going to be one champion of the world when this is over. Minute and 35 seconds to determine who will be that champion. ScrubKilla again takes the lead in this closest of games.
That is the third kickoff goal that can be chalked up for ScrubKilla, and he is winning this match based upon that right now. Lachinio has not been able to stop it. He's got one of his own, but that has not been enough to stop this tide here from ScrubKilla. Now Lachinio gets that one to side. He's going to try and force this one up. ScrubKilla has to play this one up the wall. He has to be so smart about what he does here because he is running out of boost. Lovely touch there from Scrub and gets it to the other end. Well played under pressure by Scrub.
Scrub refuses to leave any openings in his defense. Lachinio tries to move in for the wall interception. Scrub says, no, I'm going the low road, mate. Takes another goal straight down the middle. Minute and 7 seconds. Lachinio needs desperately to get this ball after the kickoff, and he will. A huge chance for Lachinio right here. Great position to be in. Is he going to go for the fast play? Yes, he is. I really feel like Lachinio should be mixing it up at this point. He needs to slow it down and take some lighter touches because Scrub has got a great read at this moment on these fast plays from Lach. And he gets another goal. He's been so clinical in front of the net this game.
The problem for Lachinio right here is that he has not changed the pace. When this game started to go against him, he has not varied what he's trying to do. He is still trying to smash his head against the strategy that ScrubKilla is working so well against, and it is costing him this match.
You've got to think there's only so many times you're going to catch Scrub out with speed. Eventually, he will adapt to that, and Lachinio again moving the ball so quickly. He refuses to slow it down, and Scrub refuses to back down. Gets another save. This is turning into last-minute effort for Lachinio. He needs 3 goals, and that's 1 goal every 10 seconds. Can he do it? We've seen comebacks this tournament, but this would be the best comeback of Lachinio's tournament, and he has beaten Dappur and Squishy from behind.
The problem for Lachinio is right now.
Oh, he gets the dunk!
If this one goes in, he's got to get some kickoff goals now. That is going to bring it down to a 2-goal lead. Lachinio, he needs to do some work.
He has no choice now. If there was ever a time to slow play, that time is gone. He needs to rush every play. We need Lachinio to play the best kickoffs of his life. He loses one. Scrub will take the possession and the boost, and he's going to play it smart. This is a smart player right here. Dribbling the ball to the side. He knows he doesn't need a goal. Scrub is playing the clock, and the clock is playing for Scrub. Lachinio out of position. He's out of time. GG.
The King of Ones was his reputation coming into this tournament. And that is what it will remain. Congratulations, ScrubKilla. You are the last one standing and the champion of the 12 Titans.